You blink once, bam. You already have 1,000 expectations pinned on your tiny, wrinkly face. And your parents? Well, let's just say they're about as warm and cozy as a half-frozen turkey on Christmas Eve. Your father parades around in fancy robes, nodding at you like you're the consolation prize for losing the main event. Your older brother, Arthur, who's apparently the real deal. Meanwhile, your mother fusses, but you're not sure if it's motherly love or the constant fear that at any moment you might decide to spontaneously combust. Fun times. That's right, you're Henry, second in line to the throne nobody asked you to hold. But hey, do you really want it? Suddenly, you realize no one actually explains what your future holds. They hover over your crib like they're hiding a cosmic secret. Shh, don't tell the baby. You have no clue what you're destined to do, but there's a weird glint in their eyes. Ominous. Toddlerhood hits you like an avalanche of half-hearted lullabies. You waddle around the palace, noticing how everyone's obsessed with your big bro. Arthur did this, Arthur did that, and you're stuck in the background picking at your nose. Occasionally, you overhear snide remarks from courtiers. Henry? Just a backup. Probably won't amount to much. You can't decide if you're insulted or relieved. But guess what? One day, Arthur croaks, just up and leaves you with the whole freaking responsibility. That's awkward. You're the chosen one now, but no one's throwing a party. Too soon? Yeah, probably. Still, you're not exactly devastated. More like, wait, does this mean the entire kingdom is mine? You might be a child, but you're already seeing how twisted life can get. Years roll by. You learn sword fighting, scribble half-baked poems, and discover that decapitations are a typical Saturday activity at the palace. You also notice something about your father. The man is paranoid. He babbles about rebellions, traitors, and the possibility that you might spontaneously try to snatch his crown. Calm down, Dad, you mutter internally. I just want to figure out how to tie my shoes. Speaking of family, your household is the poster child for dysfunctional. Imagine your typical Sunday lunch. Your dad gloomily glares at the gravy like it's plotting against him. Your mother tries to play peacekeeper, and you're stuck hearing about how you must secure the Tudor legacy or some nonsense. You think, well, at least we're not knocking each other out with turkey legs. That's progress, right? Suddenly, bam, you're a teenager. You discover you have a taste for rich food and lavish banquets. Your appetite becomes a running joke among the servants. Hide the pies. He's coming. You can't help it. It's not like Dad gives you emotional support, so might as well find comfort in roasted boar. And in the back of your mind, that question still nags you. What am I really meant to be? And why does everyone keep calling me your future majesty under their breath? But let's be honest, being the second choice got old. You want some recognition. You start to realize your destiny might involve wearing a crown that's a few sizes too big. King? Me? You wonder? Is that the cosmic joke? You'd prefer a quiet life, maybe with a decent roast dinner and some golden goblets to show off. Is that too much to ask? And oh, the internal monologues you have. Henry VIII here. So bored, so over it. My father won't let me do anything fun except marry for political advantage. Ugh, how romantic. Maybe if I roll my eyes hard enough, I can see my brain. Time jump. You're finally king. Congratulations, buddy. Your old man is gone, and you get all these new shiny responsibilities. And guess what? Everyone's already telling you who to marry, how to rule, and how to pray. Oh, you must be devout to the Pope. No, wait, maybe not so devout. Actually, we're not sure. The Pope this, the Pope that. Honestly, you just want to do your thing, have a robust dinner, and occasionally wave your scepter like a boss. But no, life loves complications, especially in-laws and popes. Also, you figure out you can't produce an heir with your first wife. She's lovely enough, but, you're all, I want a son. I want a stable lineage. Everyone's gossiping that your family line might sputter out like a used candle. But is it your fault? You're stressed. So, in classic Henry fashion, you decide to break with the Pope. Screw it. I'll start my own church, with blackjack and maybe fancy tapestries. People lose their minds. Bishops faint in the hallways. Your advisors are like, dude, you sure you want to do that? The Pope's pretty influential. You just shrug, I'm the king, remember? It's literally on my business card. And that's how you spiral into marriage after marriage. You get bored, you get frustrated, and your approach is, how to put this politely, a tad unhinged. Not giving me a son? Off with your head. And everyone stands there, gulping. Wow, this guy doesn't mess around, they mumble. You wave your sword, flamboyant in all your regal glory, but inside you're rolling your eyes. Seriously? Another execution? Can't a king get a snack break? Your dinners become extravagant feasts, turkeys, peacocks, entire buffets that would give your nutritionist nightmares, if you had one. And the more you eat, the more you grow. Soon, you're this massive presence, physically and metaphorically, overshadowing courtiers who quake in their booties. You put on these comedic tours of the palace. Watch out, everyone, King Henry is coming through. Knees to the floor, peasants. They do it. You find it hysterical. But behind your eyes, you're exhausted. Sometimes you wonder if you'd have been happier as a random farmer in the countryside. Nah, who are we kidding? You love the gold. Speaking of dysfunctional families, let's revisit that for a second. You never quite learned how to keep a stable home. It's like your destiny is to create the most bizarre family tree ever seen, complete with half-siblings, questionable heirs, and rumors that would make your local gossip granny weep with delight. Your kids, half of whom you barely acknowledge, might one day rule, or might end up in the dungeon. Who can say? They probably have therapy sessions scheduled until the end of time. And then there's your fling with unstoppable rumors about your health. People whisper you've got sores, you've got gout, you've got a black hole where your heart's supposed to be. You just laugh it off. Yeah, keep talking. You see my crown? That's right. I'm still in charge. Sometimes, late at night, you have these existential crises. What if I'm the villain? Nah, I'm just misunderstood. But a quiet voice in your head replies, dude, you literally executed wives and best buddies who opposed you. That's not misunderstood. That's psycho. You grunt, roll over in your plush bed, and hope tomorrow's headache doesn't kill you before you kill someone else. Fast forward to your later years. Your once athletic body is now a fortress of flab. You can barely climb stairs without losing your breath. The courtiers politely pretend not to notice your swollen leg or your mood swings that vacillate between mania and off with his head. You feel like a ticking time bomb. Also, your memory starts to slip. Sometimes you stare at your reflection and ask, wait, how many wives did I marry again? Was it 4 or 5? Or is it Tuesday? Your final days come creeping in like an unwanted bill collector. Your body aches, your spirit sags, and your court tries to pretend everything is fine. The king is hale and hearty, they proclaim, while you lie in bed, cursing and sweating. So many regrets swirl in your mind. The heartbreak, the betrayals, the ill-fated marriages, the decapitations. Yeah, maybe you went a bit overboard. Oops. At last the day arrives when that unstoppable force, call it time, destiny, or poetic justice, knocks at your door. You're done. You're out. You exhale for the last time, probably with a scowl on your face and a roasted turkey leg in your hand. That's your legacy, my friend. And as you drift into the great beyond, you think, could it have been different? Did I have to be so... me? But it's too late for that. You're Henry VIII, baby. And that's the name they'll remember for better or for worse. And you, dear viewer, living through this chaotic existence, have now reached the end of your twisted tale. Because you were never just any random nobody. You were always destined to be a mighty, paranoid, occasionally bloodthirsty royal who changed the course of history with a slash of a sword and a snap of your greasy fingers. If you've made it this far, you already know how your story ends, in a swirl of scandal, heartbreak, and more comedic chaos than a traveling circus. Now, if you found this journey entertaining, if you can't resist the bizarre magnetism of a king who redefined excess, go ahead and show this video some love. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more twisted strolls through history's darkest corners. After all, who knows what equally absurd tale is waiting just around the corner?